YouTube channel and welcome back to Wildwood Cottage Diary. I hope you're all doing well today and that the week is treating you well. Sorry my camera's a little bit skew-whiff, but I've got it set up for the next part of my video. Yeah, today I'm just on my way out to the shops and I'm going to go and do some shopping for my pantry. And I thought before I go out, while I'm waiting for my mobile phone to charge, I thought I'd hop on and do a quick video for you. I've got my pattern out for doing the cutting out for those two dresses that I showed you in my last video when I was doing my needlework section. And I thought I'd jump on and show you how I'm going to be doing my pattern and show you cutting it out so you can do the same thing from some of your old clothes. I think it's called cloning when you cut out the exact pattern. But I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger because the dress I'm doing is slightly too tight for me. Because I have put weight on since I wore it when I was gardening, and I haven't put that much weight on because I've lost 2 stone last year, 2.5 stone, and I just want to make sure that the dress is going, the pattern's going to be big enough, and then I can always make it bigger from that pattern if I need to. But I'm hoping that with the extra inch on the front and on the back, that it'll just give me that little bit extra up here and then a bit less tight here. So that's my thinking anyway. But you know what it's like, we all put a bit of weight on over Christmas, and I'm guilty of that as well, even after all the weight loss last year. So yeah, I'm going to make this dress slightly bigger, only because I want it to be a slightly looser fit, not because I put that much weight back on. I think I've put back on about 3 or 4 pounds, but I am eating properly now. I am eating 2 or 3 meals a day, and it was only to be expected really. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to source out this pattern now. So I'm just going to turn the camera around and I'm going to show you the 2 dresses that I'm going to be doing. So I'll just turn the camera around and we'll have a look at the table. Right, okay, this is the pattern that I've got, and it's just a little dress, but it's far too short for me. So I'm going to put a bit, make it longer at the bottom and take it to the bottom of this piece of paper. Now this is a size 12 and at the moment I'm a size 14, so I want to make it bigger so that it will fit me better. So I've put an extra inch along this edge here, and I'm going to do the same along this edge here. So I'm just going to draw that out a bit. So I'm going to pop that there. I'm not putting any seam allowances in my pattern. Marking out the sleeves at the top, just there. Oh, I've gone out of shot there. I've marked off the sleeve at the top here, and I've marked off the neckband just here. So that's my inside edge where it would fold out and be flat, and then I'm going to turn it over. Just put a mark just so I know where the sleeves are. And I'm going to make it slightly bigger on this side, so let's make it longer that way. That's the top. So if I take that across there like that, I can then have the extra inch again on this side, so it's now 2 inches big, and then just draw out, just copy the shape roughly of the dress. The lie of the dress on this side. So it has got pockets in it, this one, so I'm going to do different type of pockets. So that's the bottom just here. Push it back up. This is the bottom just here, and I'm going to take it all the way down to the bottom of the paper just here, because I think that then will be long enough for me. So I'm just going to follow the shape of the pattern, and that's probably roughly it. So I'm going to take that back across there, and then I'm going to try and get the shape of this neck. So I tuck that in so I then can get the shape of the neck. So I'm going to draw around that like that. And there is my pattern. So this is the dress that I've done. this one here. It's a lovely little dress. It's very comfy. Say, it's got little pockets here, but it's just a little bit too tight and a little bit too skimpy for me. And I think at the age that I'm at, nearly 50, I want to be dressing a bit more modest. So yeah, I don't want to dress like a frump, but at the same time, I want to wear nice things. It's a little bit tight here across the bust on me, so that extra couple of inches is going to make all the difference. So, and then I'll just make up some pockets and put it on the bottom. So that's the first one. So I'm just going to cut that out. Use an old pair of scissors, don't use your best dressmaking scissors. And don't forget that I haven't allowed any seam allowance on this yet. So when I cut the pattern out, I just cut it a little bit wider just to add the seam allowance. So this is my first pattern. Now I can keep this now and use it again. I'm not a dressmaker. I don't make my own clothes, but I just think it's a good way of using up some fabric that I've got and making something else. So that's my pattern, and if it does need bits taken off, I can always do that later on, but that's my rough pattern anyway. So that's the first one. So I'm going to mark that gardening dress. Now that is the front, but what I can do is I can use it again, and instead of having the scoop neck here, I can just cut across the back. A little bit lower than the sleeve line to compensate for the bit on the back there. Or I could always do scooped at both sides, but I quite fancy having the panel on the back, so we'll do that. So I want to mark that front. Right, so that's that one. I've only got enough brown paper to do one piece on that one, so that's why I'm only doing one. But I just keep the inside of the rolls of the wrapping paper, and you can use ordinary brown paper as well. Excuse the rustling for a minute. But this is my second one. What you could do actually is keep the piece that you've just cut off the front for the neck and pop that back on for the back so that you can do the back piece. Right, where's my other dress? This is my other dress. Now this is the same front and back. I really like this dress as well. It's really comfortable. It's the right size, but I am going to make it slightly bigger on the pattern. As you can see, it's got the V. Where are we? It's got the V top and bottom. So it doesn't matter which way I cut this out at all, which part of the dress I follow. It's got big baggy sleeves down here. I might make them a bit baggier, and I might make it a little bit longer, but I live in this dress. I love this dress, but it's just getting worn out because I'm using it so much. So yeah, I might have enough in this paper actually for the next one, for the back of the other one, but we'll see. So yeah, I'm going to just do one part of this pattern and cut out two pieces when I come to cut it out. So I'm just going to make it a little bit more, instead of it being so straight, I'm going to make it a bit more out here. So, right, hang on. Excuse me a sec. Right, so there's the top of my dress, and that's the bottom of the dress. I've got it all in frame there. So I'm going to mark off again where it starts roughly, draw around the neck, then draw around the top, and draw around the armhole, following it roughly. Now this is the bit partly I want to change here. So what I'm going to do is, I can just move this up a bit further. You can see what I'm doing. Is that better? There we are. Right, what I want to do is, it's very straight here and I don't want it straight. And I want it a little tiny bit longer. So I'm going to take it out, make it a bit more flared. So I'm going to take it out to about there, I think. So I'm going to try and draw a line along there and make it a bit more flared. So that's roughly the size I want it. But I want to make it longer. So I'm going to make it about that much longer, which is about 2 or 3 inches longer at the bottom. And then join that up. And take that across there. So that's going to be the front piece and the back piece. Because as I say, it is the same. So that's dress number 2. I'm going to cut that out. Again, I've not done any seam allowance. I am just roughly cutting it out. But you can always cut that in when you cut the fabric out. So just cut round it an 1/8 of an inch wider, the fabric. So that's that one. So this is my work dress. Now I can clone this dress now as many times as I like. I can even alter the neckband on the front if I want to, and make the neckband on the front slightly lower here. But that is my basic pattern now for any dress that I will make for working in around here and have kind of like a work uniform, which just means that my clothes will last me longer. So yeah, so that's that one. Right, let's see if we've got enough paper left to do the back on that other dress, shall we? Let's see what we've got. Right, this is the other dress that we did. Yeah, I've got enough paper left to do another bit of the pattern. So, apply that on. Let's see where the back finishes on this. Let's turn that round. So everything else is going to be exact. We're just checking out the neckband up here. We're just going to copy in the neckband up here. So that's the only thing that we're changing. So let's move that over there. We want the edge of the sleeve there so that we can get the neck. So the neck is basically straight across roughly. Let's see how the pattern's been done. So I'm going to do the neck slightly lower, just there. So then the rest is the same. Right, so this is my garden dress piece 2. and it's the back. Garden, dress, back. And that one's the front. So I've got 2 pieces for that one now. For that dress, and 1 piece for the other one. So I'm going to roll them up so that they store better. And then that's that. Right, okay, so that's my cloning done for my dress patterns, for cutting out for my new dresses. I've been wanting to do that for ages, so I'm glad I've got it done. All the little bits of paper, incidentally, that are left, these pieces, I'm going to keep, and then I can recycle them and use them for something else. I may be able to use them for another pattern, but yeah, I'm going to keep them and use them again. So I hope that's been useful to you. You can now see how you can save money by making your own clothes, cloning things that you like and you enjoy wearing, and put them patterns to one side, and then every time you want something new, you can go to your patterns and your fabric and make up a new outfit for yourself for around the garden. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing in the next few days. So if I do, when I get round to it, I'll video that for you and show you me cutting out the fabric and making the dresses. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and if you have, please do like and subscribe. Please do hit the notification bell next to the subscribe button, and that will tell you when I upload new videos and will keep you up to date with my channel. So thank you to all my new subscribers who have been coming along and subscribing to my channel recently, and to all the lovely people that I've been talking to in the comments section below. It's been lovely talking to you. So thank you to you all, new and old, whether you're here for the first time or here for repeat viewing. Thank you very much for coming along, and I will see you next time. So take care, have a lovely day, and bye for now. Bye bye.